Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Tuesday's episode was filled with 16 of Simon's most unforgettable acts from both AGT and Britain's Got Talent. The 63-year-old judge sat with host Terry Crews, 54, in a luxurious theater as they watched the acts on the big screen. The dupe relived iconic acts like Tape Face and the country girls group Chapel Heart. Although these acts were some of Simon's favorites, fans expected something different tonight. Twitter users complained on the social media platform after they realized tonight wouldn't be a live show. Not feeling this Simon's favorite all-time auditions episode, one person shared. Someone else commented, "We'll skip tonight. Can't stand Simon." A third user simply shared a meme of Ryan Reynolds that said, "But why?" Another asked, "So dumb, why can't it be an episode of auditions?" Other fans asked when the live shows will start. Fake KEOUT. Last week, fans slammed what they believe is a fake part of the show as following a magic act. Some viewers believe the judges themselves are in on the tricks before they're shown to the audience. One person admitted, "I love the show but hate that every season they have like 2 or 3 magic acts, where clearly the judges are in on the act, always fast forward through them." Some followers appear to be frustrated with what they view as fake elements of the show, and they don't think the magic acts are genuine. Screaming at Simon. Earlier this month, an AGT contestant yelled at the judges' panel and the audience after being viciously booed off the stage. Coco is a 44-year-old face yoga specialist who appeared on the show in a bright pink blazer to share her talent with the world. After she announced her talent, many of the judges appeared confused except Sofia Vergara, 51. She admitted that she does some face yoga exercises while she's driving in her car. Face yoga, according to Coco, is a natural way to maintain your youthful appearance. Coco, convinced that she could win the competition with her talent, started by getting the judges to take part in a face yoga exercise. Simon Cowell quickly hit his buzzer, indicating he was no longer interested in the performance. Coco responded by yelling, "This is a natural alternative to plastic surgery." Howie Mandel, 67, followed in Simon's footsteps by hitting their buzzer, but Sophia and Heidi Klum, 50, held out. Soon after, the audience started to boo Coco so loudly that Simon and the other judges couldn't hear her. Coco didn't like what she was hearing and he yelled, "But AGT is for any talent. AGT is not just for dancers or singers or magicians. AGT is for any talent. Any talent." The vote ended up being split down the middle with Sophia and Heidi voting yes while Simon and Howie voted no. AGT fans annoyed by dumb episode as recap airs days after accusations of fake elements. America's Got Talent AGT, one of the most popular talent competitions on television, has been facing backlash from its loyal fan base over the past week. Fans recently expressed their disappointment when an episode dedicated solely to recapping previous performances aired, instead of showcasing new talent or competition developments. This came just days after the show was criticized for incorporating what some fans call a fake element, leaving many viewers questioning the authenticity of the program they've followed for years. The frustrations have been bubbling up on social media, with fans taking to platforms like Twitter, Reddit, and Facebook to voice their displeasure. From accusations of laziness in programming to suspicions of scripted moments, AGT seems to have hit a rough patch with its audience this season. The controversial recap episode. The most recent source of fan irritation came when an entire episode was devoted to rehashing highlights from earlier in the season. Viewers tuned in expecting to see new performances, high-stakes eliminations, or insights into the next phase of the competition. Instead, they were greeted with a recap of acts they had already seen, many of which were already available on streaming platforms and social media. Longtime fans of the show voiced their frustration over what they perceived as a filler episode. Comments like, "This was a waste of time. Why didn't they just skip a week if they didn't have new content? And do they think we forgot what we watched 2 weeks ago?" flooded AGT's official social media pages. Many felt insulted by what they saw as a lack of effort to deliver fresh content. One disgruntled viewer tweeted, "We don't need a best-of episode in the middle of the season. This isn't a documentary series. It's a live competition. Stick to the format." Others criticized the show's decision, arguing that a recap episode should have been optional content posted online, not a primetime event on national television. For fans who tune in weekly for the thrill of discovering unique talent and seeing who advances to the next round, the recap episode felt like an anticlimactic letdown. With expectations high, the lack of new material left many questioning the direction the show is taking. Recurring complaints about fake moments. This backlash comes just days after AGT faced another storm of criticism. Fans accused the show of leaning too heavily on contrived or fake moments to heighten drama and engagement. These complaints aren't new. Skeptics have long accused AGT of staging emotional moments, from orchestrated sob stories to over-the-top reactions from the judges. One recent example involved a contestant whose dramatic backstory was heavily featured during their audition. While their story initially resonated with viewers, some fans discovered inconsistencies in the narrative and speculated that producers exaggerated or manipulated certain details for entertainment purposes. Social media was abuzz with accusations of AGT prioritizing sensationalism over authenticity. Fans were also quick to point out how the judges' reactions often seemed exaggerated or choreographed. One Reddit thread dissected a particularly emotional audition, where several users noted that the judges appeared to be reading off cues rather than reacting spontaneously. Comments like, "I'm not even sure Simon Cowell was paying attention. His reaction felt pre-planned. And how many times can we see a golden buzzer moment that looks exactly the same?" encapsulated fans' growing skepticism. The golden buzzer debate. Another recurring point of contention is AGT's use of the golden buzzer, a mechanism designed to catapult standout performers directly to the live shows. While the concept initially delighted fans, many now see it as overused and overly sentimental. Some believe it has become a predictable gimmick rather than a genuine celebration of extraordinary talent. Critics argue that the producers often choose contestants with emotional backstories for golden buzzer moments, regardless of whether their performances are truly the best of the night. This trend has left some fans feeling manipulated. As one viewer remarked on Twitter, "The golden buzzer used to mean something, now it's just a way to get tears out of the audience." The reliance on this device has led some fans to question whether the show is prioritizing heartfelt narratives over raw talent. While AGT has always blended storytelling with performances, many believe the balance has tipped too far in favor of melodrama, diluting the impact of the actual talent on display. Fan frustration reaches boiling point. The combination of the dumb recap episode and accusations of inauthenticity seems to have reached a tipping point for many AGT fans. For a show that has built its reputation on celebrating diverse and extraordinary talent, the current season is being criticized as losing sight of its original mission. One fan summed up the sentiment perfectly in a Facebook comment, "I've been watching AGT since the beginning, but this season feels different. It's like they're more focused on creating viral moments than showcasing genuine talent. It's disappointing." Others have called for a more transparent approach to the show's production. Many fans feel that AGT's success hinges on its ability to maintain a connection with its audience, and overly staged moments or unnecessary filler episodes risk alienating its core fanbase. The broader trend of manufactured reality TV drama. AGT is not alone in facing these challenges. Reality TV as a genre has long walked a fine line between authenticity and entertainment, While some level of production intervention is inevitable, fans are becoming increasingly savvy and vocal about spotting what they perceive as manipulation. In the era of social media, where viewers can fact-check contestants' backstories and analyze footage in real time, the illusion of spontaneity is harder to maintain. Shows like The Bachelor, Survivor, and even AGT are under constant scrutiny, and fans are quick to call out any inconsistencies or perceived dishonesty. For AGT, the challenge is particularly acute. As a talent competition, the show relies heavily on the credibility of its judges, contestants, and voting process. Any hint of inauthenticity risks undermining the trust that viewers have in the competition's fairness and integrity. What can AGT do to win back fans? AGT has weathered criticism before, and its resilience lies in its ability to adapt. Here are some steps the show could take to address fan concerns and restore its reputation. Minimize recap episodes. While recap episodes can be useful for casual viewers or those catching up, they shouldn't replace regular programming. Moving these episodes to online platforms or scheduling them as optional specials would prevent fans from feeling cheated. Focus on talent over backstories. While emotional narratives can enhance a performance, the emphasis should remain on the talent itself. Ensuring that contestants are selected and celebrated based on skill, rather than story, would go a long way in rebuilding trust. Limit golden buzzer moments. Reserving the golden buzzer for truly exceptional acts, rather than predictable tearjerkers, would help restore its significance and excitement. Address authenticity concerns. Transparency is key. Acknowledging production elements and clarifying any misconceptions about the show's process could help fans feel more connected and less skeptical. Engage with fan feedback. AGT's success hinges on its audience, and listening to their concerns is vital. Hosting live Q&A sessions, or involving fans in some aspects of the show's evolution, could foster goodwill. Looking ahead. Despite the recent controversies, AGT remains a powerhouse in the reality TV landscape. Its ability to discover and spotlight incredible talent is unmatched, and millions of viewers continue to tune in each week. However, the show's producers must be careful not to alienate its core audience with unnecessary theatrics or lazy programming choices. For now, the backlash surrounding the recap episode and accusations of fake elements serves as a wake-up call. Fans want to believe in the magic of AGT, the kind that comes from witnessing raw, genuine talent. If the show can recapture that essence, it has the potential to maintain its status as a beloved entertainment staple for years to come. What are your thoughts on the recent AGT controversies? Do you think the criticism is fair, or are fans being overly harsh? Let's discuss. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Update World 24 YouTube channel for more update news.